So the first card you have in your past is the Moon. And yes, this is about your emotions again. So I'm seeing that someone around you, and this is a friend, yes, this person let you down and they promised you something, but they didn't deliver on that promise. And this came at a time where you really weren't trusting people generally anyway. You had some really low trust in people because some people had let you down already, and you're a bit emotional about this anyway. So this was like the final thing that happened to you that really kind of tipped you over the edge, and you're really upset about this person. But I'm also seeing here that you knew that you had a much bigger thing to be happy about in your future, and you know what this thing is, and you knew it then, and you still have this big thing. And yes, if you're still feeling emotional with this friend, try and concentrate on this positive thing that's coming to you, because you know this thing's coming. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have your past is the Chariot. So I'm seeing that something was given to you, and this is some kind of gift that had to be picked up or maybe transported to you or something like that. I'm seeing transport, or someone's picking something up or something's being delivered. And you're feeling really grateful for this thing, this gift that came to you. And you do have some really kind people around you. But when you become a bit emotional, you don't see it as much because you're just so lost in your emotions. And I'm sorry I keep talking about this, but this always comes up in your readings, that you get so emotional about things. So just be really careful about that. And I know it's hard for you. I know you're an emotional person. So the last card you have your past is the Six of Wands. So you've also been feeling a bit proud of yourself, and actually you deserve to be proud of yourself, really, because you've been keeping up with something, or you've been putting effort into something, even though you've had all these emotions. You've been keeping up with something to do with your health. So it might be exercise, or it might be just taking care of yourself in a certain way. You might have some sort of illness that you have to keep on top of, and you have to keep taking medication or doing some sort of therapy, or something that you've kept up with that's to do with your health, that you could have let slide when you're emotional, because that can happen, but you haven't done it this time. So yes, even though you've been feeling really emotional about this friend and other things, you still haven't let this get in the way of what you've needed to do. So you should be proud of yourself. So the first card you have your present is the Magician. So this is about this big thing that you know is going to arrive in your future. And you're spending a lot of time anticipating this, and you're making plans for this thing. And I'm also seeing that again, I always see these people in your readings, but these family members that are around you helping you plan for this, I'm seeing them in this too. And there's going to be some sort of celebration surrounding this thing. And you know this is coming to you because you're planning this, and these people are helping you plan this. And this has been going on for a long time. So this is an important thing that's coming, because this always comes up in your readings, that you're planning this big thing that's coming to you. Yes, so the next card you have your present is the Seven of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is that there's someone from your past who you're not sure whether to include in all of these celebrations that you're planning, because this person has a very deep connection with this somehow. They have a connection with whatever this thing is, and it's to do with you, but it's not clear on exactly what this is. But this person has a connection with this thing that's coming. Or maybe they did have one, but not anymore because they're from your past. So I'm just seeing that. I'm just seeing that. I hope this makes sense. I'm not sure if it does, but that's what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is that it would be the normal thing to do, or the right thing to do, to include this person. And maybe you have some people around you telling you that you should include this person from your past. But I'm seeing that your instincts are telling you not to include this person. That's what I'm seeing in the Seven of Cups, because there's something you don't, there's some reason, there's some trust issue or some reason why you don't want to include this person. So the last card you have your present is the Emperor. So yes, this is about this conflict that you have. And it's an internal conflict, because something inside you, and also people are telling you this maybe, but you're not sure about this. You're really conflicted because you're feeling that maybe you should include this person, but deep down you don't think they deserve to be included. And all I can say is just try and get some time to yourself and some peace, and think very carefully, just on your own, without anyone interfering. Think about what people have said, think about this person, think about what they've done or whatever it is. Think about your own instincts and your reasons, and then come to a conclusion, but only after you're satisfied with your conclusion yourself. And it's what you want, not what other people think you should do. That's what I'm seeing there. So the first card you have in your future is death. So I'm seeing that this is about this so-called friend in the moon card who promised something, but they didn't deliver on this thing. And this thing that was promised was very, very important to you. And I'm seeing this person promise this all the way to the end. It's like they're saying, oh yes, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And then right at the last minute, they suddenly change their mind with no notice. So it's something like that. And at this time in your future, I'm just seeing that you're going to decide to end this friendship. So this is the death card. This is a complete finish. This is forever. That's what I'm seeing. It's a complete finish of this friendship. And yes, this person just let you down, and it was just the final thing that happened. And that's it. And I'm seeing you blocking them. I'm seeing blockage. So I'm seeing you blocking them or them blocking you, and after a big fight or something. It might not be a fight, but you're going to block them, and that's going to be the end. So the next card you have for your future is the Ace of Cups. So you're going to be feeling a lot of love and a lot of emotion at this time. You are an emotional person. I know I keep on saying that, but it keeps on showing up. And yes, at this time you're going to be feeling a lot more stable in your emotions and a lot more positive. And even though you've been through some struggles with your family, especially these family members who are close to you, who are keep on seeing in your readings all the time, you're really going to be feeling their love and their care at this time. So I'm seeing you expressing how grateful you feel, especially to one specific family member. So you have two close to you. They both care about you, but there's one specifically who really, really cares for you and looks out for you and helps you. And maybe they had something to do with this gift in the Chariot. Maybe not, but you're really grateful to them for caring for you, and you're going to express this to them in some way. So the last card you have in your future is the Five of Swords. So I'm just seeing that someone around you is going to maybe take something you say the wrong way, and they're going to be offended by something you say. And this is because they're not understanding what you're saying properly or what you mean properly. And I'm seeing this person seeing this remotely. So this is on social media or something like that, or on a screen or by text or something like that. And it means that they didn't understand the context or the tone of what you were saying, because they didn't actually see or hear your voice. So if you want to really tell this person what you really, really meant, you might have to face them or call them or see them personally. That's what I'm seeing. Otherwise, I don't think they're going to understand what you mean properly, and they're still going to. And I'm sensing that there's someone around you, and they're around you a lot, this person. They're really, really, their energy is really strong around you because they're around you all the time. And this could be a family member, but this person's acted in a really selfish way, and you're actually really annoyed with this person and upset with them, and upset with the way they were acting. But you had to be flexible in your thinking, because this is a very, very unpredictable, very difficult person. And I'm seeing that you were dealing with them in one way and it wasn't really working. So you had to be flexible and change the way that you dealt with this person. And I keep seeing flexibility with this situation. So yes, this helped you to manage this person. So they were very difficult and they needed to be managed, but you managed this situation well. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have in your past is the Emperor. So yes, even though you're flexible in the way you handled this person, I'm also seeing rules being broken. So you had some rules, and I'm seeing you had some rules around your house, and I think these rules were there to prevent some sort of danger or some big dangerous thing happening. So there were reasonable rules. They weren't unreasonable, and you had someone in your home or visiting or something like that, and they broke these rules, and these rules were really important to you. And yes, I'm seeing danger, so what they were doing could have been dangerous. And yes, you were unhappy when you found out what they did, and you were a bit angry with this person or these people. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have in your past is the Three of Wands. So yes, you're really looking forward to an event, or this thing that you knew was going to happen, and you've been putting a lot of work into this, And there's also a family member who's been helping you, and they've been giving you some practical help as well as emotional help. And I'm also seeing that this person could have been unwell, this other family member. So this isn't the same difficult family member. This is a different person. And yes, they've been unwell and maybe really sick even on and off at different times. And you are helping them. I'm seeing you helping them. And yes, this event, though, that your family is helping you with keeps on coming up in your reading. So this is a really big, important event for you that you're looking forward to. So the first card you have in your present is the Page of Swords. So yes, for single people, I'm seeing that there's someone around you who's interested in you, actually, and you've known this person for a while, but I'm not seeing you're interested in them. Yeah, I'm seeing someone who can be a bit full on, actually. They've got a big personality, and if they want to speak to you, they'll be in your face going on and on and on, and maybe this is just a bit much for you. And yeah, they're full on. So maybe this is why you don't want to take things any further with this person. But I'm also sensing that you got out of a bad situation with someone else. And this happened a while ago, but it's still affecting you emotionally a bit. It's not that you're not over this ex or this person, but you're still healing and you're still processing things. And, you still have, you just need to get through this healing process. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, the next card you have for your present is the Six of Swords. So again, this is about you leaving your ex, or maybe they left you, but you were trying to move on emotionally, and you're trying to move on to a totally new place, a new, fresh place to be away from this. But if you look at this card, there are still swords still in the boat, sitting there. So you're carrying some of this hurt with you, even though you're moving on, or you brought them with you. So you're still processing this and healing, and you will get rid of these swords. You will move on from this hurt. And you have a lot. You've moved on a lot. You really, really have gotten far. But maybe this is why you're not ready for this new person. But yes, this new person also has a huge personality, so maybe this is a bit much for you. And I keep on seeing this, that they have this big, big personality, and they can be right in your face and, loud and everything, and, might be a bit much for you. You're kind of thinking, well, I don't know if I can be around this person all the time. Yes, so the last card you have in your past is the Page of Pentacles. So I'm seeing that maybe you've been through a hard time physically, so maybe you haven't been very well. You've had some health problems, and this has left you feeling tired, but your energy has been up and down. So it's been tired. You've been tired at some times, and then suddenly you've regained some energy. You may have had some medical help for this physical condition or this health problem, and at this time you've had a bit more energy. So this is when your energy has gone up again at this time in the present, and so you've used this time to your advantage. You've been running around finishing off things that you weren't able to do when you weren't well. So that's what's happening at this time. So when your energy is up, you're running around dealing with everything, and because it won't really last, because you haven't been well, you've been up and down. And then when you're not well, you just conserve your energy. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have in your future is the King of Pentacles. So you had some money problems in your past, but now you're feeling a lot more comfortable. I'm not seeing that you're suddenly rolling in all this money. I wish, but yeah, you're just a bit more comfortable than you were. And I'm seeing someone's been generous with you, or they've been helping you, and this person's been encouraging you too, but you're going to be feeling a lot more content at this time because you managed to get through a lot of struggles, a lot of big struggles you have been through. And these struggles have been going on for the last few years. I'm seeing that. They're big struggles. And it's this feeling of, I've been pushed down, but I'm still here, that kind of feeling. So that's what you're feeling. Yeah, you're just feeling like that. The next card you have in your future is the Nine of Cups. So I'm seeing this very, very clearly. So this is like a very specific thing that I'm seeing, a specific person and a specific situation. So if it doesn't resonate, this is probably only for a few people. Okay, so this is about your ex and your feelings about them. You see this person, that they're smug, and really what I'm seeing is that you feel that they got away with something. You went through a lot of struggles, a lot of bad times, and they just ran away and didn't have suffer any of those things. And you feel that they should have, that they got away with things. They avoided struggling themselves, and you were doing all the struggling, and they just ran away. And yes, you are moving on from this person. I'm seeing that you are, and I'm seeing this clearly. So I can see why it's taking you so long to get through this process, because they really affected you. And it's like you feel like they're laughing in your face almost. I mean, they're not physically in front of you, but you feel like, I've been through so much, they put me through so much, and now they're just running away and laughing. And no, they're going through things too. They are. Maybe they're not showing it. But I think the point is, I know that you're going through a process and you are a lot better than you were, but you've got to stop focusing on them and what you think they're doing and what you think they're feeling. Focus on yourself and focus on your own life. That's what I'm seeing there. And I don't want to preach to you or make you, feel bad or anything. This is just how I'm feeling about this when I see this. So the last card you have in future is the Two of Wands. So yes, you're still going to be strong, and you are working through these things, and you are looking to your own future and what you want to do. And I'm also seeing that you're gathering your strength at this time, because you're going to have a lot of work ahead of you. But it's not difficult work. It's something that that you have to do, and you know that it will take you to somewhere that you want to go. So I'm seeing you actually being up late at night working on something. I'm not seeing you losing sleep because you're upset. It's because you're actually working on something. So maybe you're doing overtime, or maybe you're working on something for yourself, or planning something or doing something. But there are going to be late nights, and I think you know this, and you know what this is.